Hello guys, it's me again, Pixie, and welcome to my channel. I am a doll artist, but also I like to research fashion history a little bit. And today's video is about Chinese fashion in particular. Specifically HANFU, traditional styles of clothing worn by Han people, an East Asian ethnic group native to Greater China. The Han Chinese are the largest ethnic group in China. So we are starting from afar. During China's prehistoric era, clothing was likely made from animal skins and plant materials such as bark and leaves. Evidence of weaving and spinning dates back to around 7,000 to 5,000 years ago. By the Neolithic period around 5000 BCE, basic forms of woven clothing emerged, made from hemp, ramie, and silk. The early Chinese civilization witnessed the development of more sophisticated clothing, including robes and various designs and patterns. These garments were often made from silk, reflecting the emergence of sericulture. HANFU appeared in China more than 3000 years ago and is said that it was the clothing of the legendary Yellow Emperor, a great sage king of the ancient China. The basic of HANFU was developed in the time of the Shang dynasty, from 1600 BC to 1000 BC. HANFU consisted of a yi, a narrow-cuffed knee-length tunic tied with a sash, and a narrow ankle-length skirt called cheng, worn with a bixi, a length of fabric that reached the knees. They were made of silk and painted in red and green. From its first appearance, Han Chinese clothing has changed and evolved with fashion. The term HANFU emerged during this period to refer to the traditional Han Chinese clothing. It typically consisted of a cross-collar robe known as ruyi, worn with a belt tied around the waist and wide sleeves. With the beginning of the Western Zhou dynasty, HANFU began to be a method of distinction between classes. The height of one's rank influenced the level of decoration of a dress, the length of a skirt, and the wideness of a sleeve. Sleeves were also made wider than in time of Shang dynasty, and yi tunic is also closed with jade decorations or with sash tied around the waist. The collar was crossed and tied to the right, while skirts and trousers varied in length from knee length to ground length. Eastern Zhou dynasty invented shen yi, the deep robe, which is a combination of tunic and skirt. It was cut separately, but sewn as a piece of clothing with the left side on the costume shaped into a corner, which was used for clothing the shenyi by fastening on the chest. Shenyi could be worn by anybody regardless of gender, profession or social class. Technology was advanced enough at the time that many complicated and magnificent patterns appeared in HANFU. A complete HANFU garment developed in the time with the addition of other parts of clothing. Now it is considered that it consists of several pieces of clothing. Yi, which is any open cross-collar garment and is worn by both men and women. Pao, any closed full-body garment, it is worn only by men. Ru, open skirt with cross-collar. Shen, open cross-collar shirt or jacket which is worn over the yi. Kun or cheng, a type of skirt which is worn by both women and men. And ku, a type of trousers or pants. It is also considered traditional to decorate HANFU with tassels and jade pendants or various ornaments hung from the belt or sash, which are known as pei. Hats for men and hairpieces for women could also be traditionally worn in combination with HANFU. This headwear also marked profession or social rank. HANFU disappeared at the beginning of the Qing dynasty, which was founded not by the Han Chinese who formed the majority of the population of China, but by the Manchus, a semi-nomadic people who first rose to prominence in Manchuria. Qing dynasty fell in 1911 and Manchu dress disappeared quickly in favor of Western-style dress. Most of the Han Chinese wear Western-style clothing today and HANFU is worn rarely. The HANFU is now worn during some festivals, ritualistic ceremonies, such as coming of age or rite of passage, by historical reincarnators, and by monks and priests. Traditional HANFU dresses often incorporate symbolism in their design. For example, the color yellow was reserved for the emperor, representing imperial authority and power, while red symbolized happiness and good fortune. Traditional HANFU dresses often feature intricate embellishments and elaborate embroidery, showcasing the craftsmanship and artistry of ancient Chinese artisans. These embellishments can include floral motifs, auspicious symbols, and intricate patterns, adding beauty and elegance to the garments. HANFU dresses were designed with seasonal considerations in mind. For example, garments for winter would be made from thicker fabrics like wool, while summer attire would be made from lighter, breathable materials to keep cool in the hot weather. Over the centuries, silhouette of HANFU dresses underwent changes influenced by social, cultural, and political factors. From loose and flowing styles during the Tang dynasty to more fitted and structured designs in the later periods. Hanfu dresses reflect the shift in tastes and preferences of each era. Hanfu dresses are often accessorized with the various items to complete the overall look. Accessories may include hair ornaments, jewelry, belts, sashes and purses, each chosen to complement the style and color of the outfit. In recent years, there has been a revival of interest in Hanfu dresses, with enthusiasts and designers seeking to preserve and promote traditional Chinese clothing. This Hanfu movement aims to reintroduce Hanfu into contemporary fashion while celebrating China's cultural heritage. Now allow me to regale you with the tales of two impeccably mirrored ensembles intertwined with the essence of Hanfu attire. The Moonlit Hanfu. Long ago, during the reign of Tang Dynasty, there lived a talented seamstress named Mei. Mei's exquisite talents and keen eye for design made her renowned throughout the kingdom. However, despite her success, Mei longed for something more. She yearned to create a garment that would capture the ethereal beauty of the moonlit night. One evening, as Mei gazed at the full moon illuminating the sky, she was struck by inspiration. She rushed to her workshop and began weaving threads of silver silk and fusing the fabric with the mystique of the night. With each stitch, Mei poured her heart and soul into the creation, determined to craft a Hanfu that would transcend time and space. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months until finally Mei unveiled her masterpiece, the Moonlit Hanfu. Adorned with delicate silver embroidery and shimmering moonstones, the Hanfu shimmered like moonlit on water, casting a spellbinding aura upon all who beheld it. Legend has it that whoever wore the Moonlit Hanfu would be blessed with the grace and elegance of the moon goddess herself. Nobles and scholars from across the kingdom clamored to acquire the coveted garment, eager to bask in its celestial beauty. To this day, the legend of the Moonlit Hanfu lives on, inspiring poets and artists to capture the enchantment of the moonlit night in their creations, ensuring that its legacy endures for generations to come. The Phoenix Robe. In ancient China, there was a skilled weaver named Li Yang who lived in a small village. She was renowned for her exceptional talent in crafting silk fabrics. One day, while Li Yang was working on a piece of silk, she noticed a vibrant phoenix perched on the nearby tree, its feathers shimmering in the sunlight. Inspired by the majestic bird, Li Yang decided to create a masterpiece that would capture the essence of the phoenix. She worked tirelessly weaving threads of gold and crimson into a magnificent robe that mirrored the phoenix's resplendent plumage. As she put the final touches on the garment, Li Yang whispered a prayer for the robe to bring prosperity and good fortune to whoever wore it. News of Li Yang's creation spread far and wide, attracting the attention of the emperor himself. Intrigued by the legend surrounding the robe, the emperor invited Li Yang to his palace to present her masterpiece. Impressed by the robe's beauty, the emperor declared it as a symbol of wealth and power. From that day on, the phoenix robe became a garment worn by royalty and nobility across the land. It was believed that wearing the robe bestowed blessings of longevity, prosperity and happiness upon its wearer. Generation passed, and the legend of the phoenix robe continued to inspire artisans and fashion enthusiasts alike, preserving the rich heritage of Hanfu dress for centuries to come. As we conclude our journey, may Hanfu timeless elegance continue to inspire and enchant. And I want to thank my customer for making this order. I got a plenty of pleasure discovering this style for myself and making this dress for you. And thank you, my viewers, for joining me on this exploration. So, until we meet again, farewell, and may beauty grace your every step. Or simply saying, see you in my next videos, guys. Have a blooming and pleasant day. Bye! Ну все. Значит. О. И носик. И носик. Бежал. Бежал. Иди давай. Гуляйся.